Today we're going over more than 10 mistakes solo players make in the GT Online Cayo Perico heist and more importantly how to fix them. Use the timestamps for easy viewing and let's get right into it. Let's start at the very end of the heist, because this is where many players waste unnecessary time. After leaving the compound, a lot of solo players attempt to sneak all the way back to the main dock, avoid every guard, steal a boat and carefully zigzag their way out. That does work, but it's not the fastest method. I will show a much quicker and more efficient strategy. As soon as you exit the compound gates, eliminate the nearest guard who has the motorcycle. Take the bike immediately. Now instead of driving towards the docks, turn around and head towards the cliff near the helicopter area. Be careful for the bushes and trees because some of them are like a brick wall. Drive straight off the edge and launch yourself into the ocean. Once you hit the water, angle yourself away from the island and swim outward. Go as deep as possible because swimming underwater reduces detection rate and prevents unnecessary gunfire. If you're using the long fin approach and don't have scuba gear equipped automatically, make sure to use rebreather so you don't run out of air. Keep swimming away from the island boundary till the text disappears in the bottom center of your screen and the heist completes automatically. No boats, planes, nor sneaking through guards, just a clean and fast escape. Now let's rewind back to the setup phase. One of the biggest time wasters in the entire heist process is doing the Merryweather weapon loadout mission. When you select your weapons prep, there are 4 possible variations. 3 of them are quick city-based missions, but the 4th one sends you all the way out towards sandy shores and involves Merryweather. That version takes way longer than necessary, so if you see the Merryweather mission pop up, don't commit to it. Simply find a new session and start it again. Yes, you might get unlucky and roll it again or even a few times in a row, but it's still faster than completing the entire mission and also less frustrating. If you have the guided missiles upgrade for your Kasatka, you can also destroy certain objectives like the helicopter to instantly fill the mission and re-roll it. This is helpful if you're in a session with friends, otherwise they have to join you again when you switch sessions. Keep in mind that time efficiency is what makes Cayo Perico so profitable, don't waste it on slow setup variations. The 3rd mistake is not knowing secondary loot values. Many solo players don't fully understand how secondary loot works and that can reduce overall payout significantly. Loot types vary in value. You have gold, but that requires 2 players to access inside the compound. You have Coca-Cola, green stuff, paintings and cash. For solo players, Coca-Cola is usually the best option outside the compound. Green stuff comes next, followed by paintings and finally cash. Your duffel bag limits also matter. To fully fill your loot bag, it takes 2 stacks of Coca-Cola, around 2.7 stacks of green stuff and cash takes 4 stacks. 2 paintings also fill the bag completely. If you grab cash first and then find Coca-Cola later, you might not have enough space left to maximize value. Planning your bag fill route ahead of time makes a noticeable difference over repeated runs. 4. Ignoring the Cayo Perico awards. Cayo Perico doesn't just pay from the final heist screen. There are achievement style rewards tied to specific milestones that can total around $1.4 million in bonus cash. Here are some examples: completing the heist for the first time, hosting with a full team, collecting all primary target variations, completing the elite challenge and finishing certain objectives under specific conditions. Many of these unlock naturally if you grind the heist consistently, but if you don't pay attention to them, you're missing out on free money. Especially for newer players, these bonuses can significantly boost early progression. 5. Getting spotted after grabbing the primary target. Inside the compound, one of the most painful mistakes happen right after collecting the primary target. Players often rush towards the exit and get spotted by a guard on the left side who can sometimes see through a small gap in the wall. This usually happens because earlier in the run an unnecessary guard was eliminated, slightly changing patrol behavior. The fix is simple: avoid killing guards you don't need to. More importantly, use the office elevator properly. Complete the fingerprint hack upstairs, go down the elevator to collect the primary target and return using that same elevator pad when leaving. By doing this, you avoid the dangerous left side pad entirely and dramatically reduces your chance of losing the elite challenge. 6. Not using fast travel during Gather Intel. The Gather Intel mission sets the foundation for the entire heist, yet players often make it longer than necessary. Instead of flying across the entire map from southern Los Santos to the Vellum location, use your Kasatka's fast travel feature. First move the submarine closer to the objective, then use your Sparrow helicopter to finish the short trip. The Sparrow is extremely useful for solo grinders. It allows instant takeoff and landing directly in your submarine, saving time during almost every prep. Once you're on the island, immediately take out the motorcycle and follow the fastest route to the communication tower. 7. Wasting time in a safe code mission. When your primary target is bearer bonds, you must complete the safe code mission inside the diamond casino penthouse. Many players wander around searching randomly for the correct guard, but there's no need for that. After eliminating the 2 guards at the entrance, check the room number displayed. That number tells you exactly where the target guard will spawn. If it's 505, head left first and then toward the far section. If it's 518, go to the main room behind the bar. If it's 512, upon entering, immediately go right. Instead of checking every hallway, go straight to the correct location. Over time, that saves you a surprising amount of prep time. 8. Struggling with the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut inside the compound can intimidate newer players. If you didn't select the aggressive shotgun loadout, shooting him normally can alert everyone, so here's a safer trick. First, wait for him to walk past you. When he's slightly ahead, sprint directly into him at full speed. If you timed it correct, he will fall to the ground. While he's down, aim for his head and eliminate him quickly. This avoids you getting spotted and keeps your elite challenge intact. Often you don't even have to kill the Juggernaut, especially if you're doing it stealthy. Number 9. Not investing in the Phantom Wedge. If you're using the long fin approach vehicle, which is the fastest method, the prep requires stealing it with a truck. The game will spawn regular trucks, but they are slower and more frustrating to use. Owning a Phantom Wedge makes this prep much easier. You can call it in instantly, attach the boat and plow through police resistance without having to worry about getting blocked. Instead of trying to lose the wanted level randomly, drive directly to the dock. Park your vehicle over here, get out and blow yourself up. Make sure that you're not too close to the vehicle, otherwise it will also blow up, and when you respawn, your wanted level will be gone. If you play the Cayo Perico heist often, the Phantom Wedge pays for itself. Number 10. Overcomplicating secondary loot during intel. Finally, many players spend too much time obsessing over every single secondary loot spawn during scouting. While it's useful to know what's available, you don't need to check everything. An underrated but important camera to check is in El Rubio's office. If there's a painting that guarantees half a loot bag for solo players, but only take the painting if you have really bad secondary loot, only cash for example. Spending 5 to 10 extra minutes scouting for slightly better loot often isn't worth it compared to simply completing the heist faster and starting another run sooner. Here's a bonus mistake: cooldowns and hard modes. After completing the heist as a solo player, there's a cooldown of 2 hours and 24 minutes in real time, but with teammates the cooldown is only 48 minutes. Whether you do it with teammates or solo, if you restart within 48 minutes after the cooldown ends, you unlock hard mode. Hard mode adds 1 extra fingerprint hack but increases the elite challenge bonus to $100,000 instead of $50,000. And remember that we paid $100k to start the Cayo Perico heist, so that way you make the setup fee back. If this video helped you out, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye!